All right.
I don't even know what episode this is, but again, welcome to Animeperor. Is it? Yeah, it is. Yeah, because we not counting the live streams. Yeah.
Yep.
Animeperor, episode number 5.
Whoa. I'm Jason.
And welcome.
Welcome back, man. It's been another week of what we like to watch. At least we don't give a fuck about what we're not watching because we're not watching it.
But I'm always open for suggestions.
Of course, yeah. And then we'll let you know if we think it's trash or not. Pretty much.
100%. Because, I don't want to say it, but we kind of are the end-all, be-all. On anime.
Yeah, we're not gatekeepers, but we're our own gatekeepers for anime.
True that.
But we want everyone to enjoy and love and do what they want to do when it comes to just enjoying this beautiful world of animation. But this week, I guess we want to start off with. We always randomly start off with what that is.
You guys want to talk about why you guys are twinning?
Oh. Yeah, right. We didn't even realize this was happening.
Yeah, this wasn't planned.
I meant to wear this last week and forgot, and then I was like, I'm gonna wear it today.
And then today was like, what I'm gonna throw on? And I was like, I haven't worn this yet. And then when I showed up here, he had it on too.
I was like, fuck it, all right, cool.
But this is Animeperor / Fourth Law Studios.
I'm just. It's
You got it on camera?
It's that. It's this.
Yeah, it's the same thing. I mean, we talked about it loosely on the last live, but yeah, it's our friend Derek has his own.
Love and appreciate you, man. Like it's so dope what you did. Thanks again, man.
Yeah, if y'all can give him a follow. His ad is Fourth Law Studios. But yeah, he made us these shirts, coffee mugs, stickers. So yeah, thanks again, bro. Appreciate you. And I'm looking forward to doing more stuff like that. I want more brands and shit, bro. I feel like we got low-key sponsored.
You had a verified person comment on a post. I was like, oh, I don't know what that means, but oh.
Right, I didn't know who he was.
I was like, that's one.
Yeah, he wanted me to DM him, but I was like...
Well, because when I looked at his IG, he just like a social media manager, and I was just like... Because he also like he was rapping and managing people. Mm-hmm. I mean, and this is no shade to him or in any way. I just don't know. It's still early and we figuring shit out, and we want more. As we get more interaction and more traction, we'll decide. Especially Tony will decide on what we do.
Yeah, and to me, I'm like, I ain't gonna get into that. Anyway, what are we starting with?
What's on top of yours?
Top of mine is ReZero.
All right, let's go ReZero.
ReZero was good this week, man. What the fuck happened?
Yeah, no.
Subaru.
It's like, because we talked about it too.
Not too long ago. Subaru.
He didn't.
He got killed again. That's right. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He was in Beatrice's room. Mm-hmm. He snapped the fuck off on her.
Why the fuck you say me, bitch?
And she couldn't really explain herself. Which that was a weird thing too. I was like, she said everything in that book.
Yeah, it was like pretty much telling her. It was like she had to listen to everything in that book, and that book was the Sloth's book.
It was it? I thought it was the cultist book.
Oh no, it was cultist book. Okay. Yeah, it was the cultist book.
And I was like, what the fuck? Because she made it seem like everything that was written in that book is what she was doing, literally, like word for word.
She had to follow it.
Yeah,
which would bring up the case too. Then you'd wonder, like, when he dies next time, let's get that book and read it.
Exactly.
But I don't know if she gave it to. So she's like hugging the fuck out of that book now. So I don't know if she'd be able to, or he'd be able to get it from her.
Like it's her gospel, bro.
Yeah, pretty much.
But yeah, outside of that, I don't get how the organ bitch. How did she get in the room? Like she came through the door.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, how did she just walk in?
Because Beatrice controls who goes in.
Exactly. I was like, did she just let the bitch in? It didn't make no sense to me.
Yeah.
But she got in there and stabbed the fuck out the
nigga. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, I was like, how did she get in there?
Because you're only supposed to be able to get in there if Beatrice like lets you into the fucking room.
Exactly.
So maybe, unless that was preordained too. If that's
right. I was like, she's supposed to let him die.
So I don't know.
Yeah, that was mad weird.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, she came in there. I forget what she said. And then she proceeded to stab him in his stomach.
Yeah, do the thing that she does where she kills niggas.
And then he woke up, same checkpoint, back at the trial. With
Heathen.
Yeah. But yeah, this time around, he tried to do things differently. Again.
He was real blunt about all his shit.
Yeah.
He came across a little arrogant, and everyone's kind of like,
Mm-hmm. Which is why... So I don't know how to explain it, bro. I need to read more dictionaries and get my words together. I think my vocabulary... like, I be trying to say shit... but I can't properly articulate it. So I'm like, I know it in my mind. It makes sense. And I don't know how to make you understand what I'm trying to say. Okay. As far as with Garfield and how he reacted a completely different way this time.
As I was like reflecting on what you were saying, like pretty much because so this time around we have Garfield and what's that lady's name? The old ass lady, the lolly, the pink haired lolly.
I forget her name.
She's like I don't know, but she's like the granny of the place, but she's not really that old.
We just call her like a village elder.
Pink haired lolly.
Yeah,
pink haired village lolly.
Yeah.
They meet with him in an open area in a fucking.
Yeah, he walked them to like in the forest somewhere. Yeah. And they came to this opening. Yeah.
And talking about did they ask him there? They asked him there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, Garfield led him out to the forest. She was there waiting, and then that's when they basically kidnapped that nigga.
Yeah, because first they brought up that he was. Wait, did he bring up first?
You talking about the?
Because that's when they addressed him and were like, oh, we can smell the witch's.
Yeah, or miasma.
The miasma coming out of him.
Mm-hmm.
But then I brought Tony, like, why wasn't that brought up any other time then? If he's got witch's miasma coming out, like, literally out of him. Like, why wasn't that brought up at any other point?
That's what we were talking about, yeah.
And I was like, that didn't make sense to me. I felt like that would have been addressed the other two times as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're saying, like, how he reminds them so much. Garth was like, I don't trust you like I don't trust Roswell or something like that. You remind me so much of Roswell.
Because of the look in his eyes. That's what he said, yeah. And I felt like the first two times he dealt with Garfield, he didn't have that vibe to him. Subaru didn't.
Yeah,
and that's why
he would still have the miasma oozing out of him, though.
So I felt like even though he smelled it, because I mean, even if he smells the miasma on him, it doesn't mean he has malicious intent. No. He could have just been around.
Yeah, but he wasn't malicious this last time either, though.
But he was a lot more blunt in what he wanted, which made him think, okay, this nigga's on bullshit. You know what I mean? Because like he the way he was acting, it almost seemed like he didn't care about Amelia. That's what he was. That's why he was coming.
Yeah.
So.
I don't know.
That's the only way it can make sense in my mind.
I got you on that. It just seems too loose ended for me. Like if you putting him there, like imprisoning him, had to do because he had miasma oozing out of him, and these other times, regardless of him being nice or not, or him like catering to you, if he's still got that miasma oozing out of him, and you can like if it's oozing that hard, you can smell it. Like I would think you would have the same outcome the other two times as well.
True.
But it did give us a whole other story to this episode, which was cool though. The guy,
his buddy,
the guy that wasn't his friend, who was like the one making the blonde dude with the green fit and the hat.
I always forget his name too, bro.
Robin.
I'm about to start taking notes.
Bitch ass Robin Hood. We really dead ass should take notes, but clearly we don't. If you watch the show, you'll know. But also, it helps though, since we don't know their names. If you're not watching the show, it's hard to spoil it for you because we don't know their fucking names. Yeah. And if you do watch the show, you know exactly what we're talking about.
100%.
So it works out.
100%.
All you need to know is Subaru and Amelia right now.
Exactly. Which is he's the main character and that's his muse. So, yeah. But anyway.
Fuck. Where do we?
Oh, because he got kidnapped. So Garfield kidnapped Subaru. They locked him in this.
Because when he got kidnapped, we just call him Green Hat. Green Hat saw it happen, and then Garth gave him like a look and was like, "Don't do shit, don't say shit."
Yeah.
No, hear nothing, see nothing. Say nothing.
No, he didn't see it happen. Remember, they all three were talking at one point.
No, he did. But he saw that they walked away together. He was the last one to see them together.
Did he see them walk away?
Yeah, together? And then he gave him the little gem shit saying, "Don't say nothing." He gave you like the.
Wasn't that two different instances though? Because didn't he give him the jewel when they were doing the search party?
But yeah, wasn't that because that Green Hat saw?
I'm just saying it was two different scenes though.
It was that was two different scenes. Yeah, that was two different scenes. But Green Hat was the only one that saw them.
Exactly, he was the last one to see them
together.
Yeah,
the last one to see Subaru, and he was with Garth.
So what was that? I was like, what is that? I was like,
wasn't that the thing that he gave to them earlier? Like
I thought it was.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what.
But I thought it was green.
Or maybe it was green.
I don't know. But either way, he bribed him. He took it.
Yeah.
And he ended up finding him later.
Green Hat goes to save him and says, "You're my friend." And then Subaru laughs at him like, "Bitch, I ain't your friend." And then Green Hat's like, "What?" And then he's like, "Oh wait!" As he's like laughing maniacally, he's like, "I guess you are my buddy."
Bro, I was laughing so like I didn't know how to feel about Subaru in that scene, bro, because he was so. I was like, "What?" Like
a super asshole. There.
Bro, I was like, "Yo, he a bitch for that."
That shit was funny.
Oh wait, so yeah, Q said he started ReZero last week. Oh yeah, you got some good shit to catch up on. Oh, what up, Derek?
I forgot.
But the way he was laughing in his face, bro, was so disrespectful.
Bro, yeah, I was like,
he's like, bro, like I care about you, bro. We friends. He's like, friends with you, nigga. Please.
Well, I don't remember. How did Greenhead even get him out of there? Did he have a key?
I don't know. But how did he find him? Now that I think about it.
There's a lot of questions now. Now that we're reviewing it, it's like, one, how did he know where Garth took him? Because he didn't follow Garth when they walked away. He just saw that they were the last to be together with Subaru. And two, how the fuck did he open the door? He didn't have the key.
Wait, do you remember? Man, I might bring the episode up. There was a part in the episode where it made me think he had some like super hearing or something where his. I gotta look it up. It was something that
maybe that's why he wears a hat. Maybe he's actually an elf or some shit.
Something, bro. Something I saw made me think he had some type of power.
He's not a mixed blood though, unless he's full elf.
I'm gonna look this shit up.
Yeah, because remember mixed blood, like they get all fucked up when they enter, and then.
Mm-hmm. Cause like
I don't know.
Something, bro. It was like real subtle too. It was like a real quick shot of like him having super hearing.
I remember it looked at him and he was like, it did like some little side thing, but
yeah, because I was like, it was almost like he was telling Garfield at one point, but they didn't really show that. And I was like, does he have like super hearing?
I mean, I guess we'll get more clarity on the next episode because they didn't show shit, and he's full human as far as we know, or full something.
Yeah. I still don't understand
he's not
him at all. To
oh no, we don't know shit about his character.
But
he's the what the fuck? What's it called?
Does he just ride him around?
Yeah, like he's their chauffeur.
Yeah,
I couldn't think of the word for the person that's in the wagon that takes care of the horses.
That's all.
Leo, you got any help there? A musher. He's the mush guy. He's the mush horse.
He leads the horses to the water.
Horse encourage people.
Yeah, I don't fucking know.
We'll go with that.
He's their chauffeur.
We'll go with that. But yeah, it was a good episode.
Then they got out.
Yeah, he saved them, got out, and then...
Did it show where they went? It just showed them walking, really.
That was it. It showed them walking.
Okay.
I don't remember where they're headed. Well, no, they said like how many nights had passed. 3 nights passed since he was locked up. Old girl Amelia did the trial, like...
Oh, yeah, because they found Ram in the forest, because Ram's supposed to help them.
Yeah. So...
Ram is one of the twins that doesn't know she's a twin because Ram's memory and existence got wiped from everyone.
Yup. And then... what's his name? Garfield came, saw that they got out.
And then started to go full beast mode. His sister went full beast, which we saw, and his arm tried to morph. But that shit looked like a gorilla arm.
That was another thing, too. We found out that they don't have the same parents.
Yeah, it's different dads.
So, yeah, they both have different last names and shit. So, she's like a quarter beast or some shit. Quarter, which is why she can leave and come from the sanctuary.
That's so weird to me. Like, if you're half and half... Then yeah, because it said it had to be equal halves. That's why. Yeah. It had to be equal halves.
So yeah, that's why she can come and go as she pleases.
So she's going to do whatever the fuck she wants.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, that was interesting too. But I'm ready to see what's gonna pop off.
Yeah,
man, because I'm tired of Sanctuary, bro. Let's just
I'm fucking over it.
Let's get over here and.
I feel like that's his whole arc though.
It might be. I wonder if old girl can come back. The witch, was it Echidna? Is that her name?
Yeah. Well, I'm sure something's gonna happen because obviously with these trials. Like, because it still seems like Subaru's going to be the one to do it at some point. He just got to figure out how to convince everyone that he can do it. Because Amelia ain't shit changed with this bitch and the first trial.
Not at all. And I keep wondering every time he resets and goes back and like they always show her calling for Puck. I wonder if he's going to ever show up. I thought he was going to show up this time when she was calling his name.
I mean, I feel like something would have to change on his part for Puck to show up because nothing outside of what he's doing has changed.
True.
Everything only changes based on what he does. And unless something changes differently, he's able to make her do something different. I don't see Puck showing up anytime soon. I don't know how they're going to do that.
I wonder where the fuck
that stupid ass flying cat is.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Cause he a beast, bro. I feel like he would just he would dead all that.
Goddamn,
he would dead all that shit.
Mega super Zord lion thing.
He would dead all that shit.
All right, but that pretty much wraps up for ReZero.
Yeah.
It was a dope episode. It's going places, but we want to be done with fucking Sanctuary, or else have a bunch of people get slaughtered. Make me excited.
Yeah, man. All right, what we got next? What's on yours?
I mean, we can do because we don't have them in order. Okay, so
we did mine.
Let's do Misfit then. Misfit's
all right.
mine.
Yeah, Misfit was decent. I wanted more from that sword fight though.
Yeah. Especially since he beat his ass with a twig the first time.
Yeah. This time around, he had his dad's sword. So basically, continuing from last week, Lei, his mom had spirit disease or whatever.
I thought she died last week.
I did too.
I was so confused.
But she I don't know what the fuck, bro.
I was like, they made it seem like she died last week because she didn't she fade?
I thought she died.
She's like, yeah, because she did. I said to her son, like, nah, go do what you want.
Go do what you got to do.
Gone.
Disappeared and went to spirit heaven wherever she went.
Yeah.
And then this time around, what's his name? Mel
Heist.
Mel Heist. Yeah.
The dude that was the demon emperor in the last episode that like came forward and was like, oh, thank God you're back, blah blah blah, and then he walked away, and as he's walking through some park or whatever, he gets jumped by someone, and so now he's possessed in this episode, because he's got some weird little worm leech.
Yeah, that was some shit. I was like, I thought he killed the motherfucker, but anyway, Lei has a with that magical contract around his heart, so he was pretty much fighting. His source, pretty much fighting to save his mother. And then they banging or whatever. Mel Heist pops up. Oh, and then those two, I thought that shit was hilarious. The two swords dudes, like in the first round that they beat.
Oh, yeah.
And he chopped their heads off and like froze them in time. So
I was like, man, these Demon Emperors weak as fuck. Well, those two especially. Like, we haven't seen them do shit.
That shit was hilarious.
I was like, they the bitch-made Demon Emperors. They're the sword ones, and we haven't seen them do a fucking thing. Both times they showed up, they got clapped immediately. And then disrespected them. Yeah, nah.
Just froze them in time, bro. Like, just all this blood.
Yeah, he killed them. Like, it's like, so they're living on the brink of death because they're already dead, but they don't know it yet. I was like, yo.
That shit was hilarious. But basically, Mel Heist drug Anos into like another dimension or some shit. And he had the, I forget what that was called, but whatever he used in the past to separate the world into like, what was it, 4 different parts or something, like the wall.
The power that he used for that is what Mel Heist was using to fight them.
Anything it touches, it obliterates it or whatever.
There's some weird name.
Start with a B. Bon Lev or some shit. It reminded me of Amaterasu, like burns everything.
Oh yeah,
but
I mean it was dope. And then so they got split up, and Aldos tries to give Lei a sword, but it doesn't last very long. And then his mom is like, because it's not his real mom, it's like the person that adopted him, and she turns into a sword. She, I guess, remembers her tradition or whatever at the last minute, and she turns into a sword. And it was her telling Lei that swords aren't only power; it's like has the spirit and shit in it too.
Exactly.
Something weird.
Yeah.
Wait.
It was actually pretty.
I liked his dad.
It was his dad. Yeah.
Because his dad's like, I put my
heart and soul into making this sword.
Her tradition was pretty much swords not only being filled with power, it's also with emotion and love, and it was like it's some corny shit, but it was like necessary, and it was still dope though. She turned into a sword, and you started just fucking whack. I thought she was just gonna die and turn into the sword.
I did too.
I was like, yo, bitch, stay dead. Be his sword. Then you're always there.
Yeah, and I
thought that would have been dope.
Yeah, I thought it would have been better if she died. It sounds fucked up, but
yeah,
I felt like they made a choice and they didn't stick with it.
And
because she died.
Yeah,
and he brought her back.
Is she
because her tradition was remembered. Because she was dead.
Yeah, because now she's not dead. Now she's back alive.
So she was dead for a minute, but yeah.
Because it was brought up too that I just had a brain fart.
So that's what happened too when he beat, what's his name, Mel whatever the fuck, Mel Heist. In that leech or whatever was in his brain, and they went back to the stadium, but we saw that guy that was in the shadows. Yeah. I'm like, who the fuck was that? Was that the dude he been trying to chase the whole show? Like,
I don't think it'll be that guy, but it's probably an agent of that guy. I'd be surprised if he was the because it's like with a V, Aldos, something like that. But a guy that's claiming to be the Demon King.
Mm-hmm. I really wish they would have pursued him.
Yeah,
that would have been dope.
That's what I was gonna say. My brain fart is retracted now. So when he's fighting Mel Heist, he's like, Mel Heist thought he had his full power back. Mm-hmm. And he's like, no, I was still only at 10%.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, but you cutting off my arm and that drain ring and then that explosion.
That woke me up, bro. Like,
that woke my body. Now he's like, nah, I'm at 4%. You ready to get fucked up, bitch? And then that's when we went in. Like, bro. Honestly, this anime is such a super fucking power trip. You think you get bored because he's just so overpowered.
But no.
But you still never get bored. I'm like always still enjoying it. Because this is the first time you saw him kind of struggle.
Yeah, he was. Yeah,
and then once the explosion happened, he's like, "Oh, all right, I'm back." Yep. And then just wipe the fucking floor.
Shit was dope as hell. Bro, he's OP. He still ain't at 100%. I don't think. He said he said he was a 10, but he was like that pretty much woke up my source magic.
Yeah, so I'm curious. That means is he back to 100% now,
or if he just gradually getting there?
or was he locked at 10% and now it's starting to restore?
Mm-hmm. It's gonna be interesting. I want to see what's gonna happen. I expect the world to end.
But yeah, if you want an anime that's like where the character's just OP, but the character's actually good, and it's not like he's just blowing everyone away, which he kind of is, but it's really fucking fun.
One more thing. Oh, girl finally popped back up. The other sister.
Oh, Sasha. Yeah. I was wondering
because she was gone for like 3 episodes.
Yeah, it was like, bitch, you couldn't be like, hey, what's up? You had to hide to present that fucking sword and give the man a kiss. Made no sense, bro.
Like, bitch. Made no sense to me.
As me, she's just over there with like just holding the shit. Like,
what the fuck?
Alright, whatever.
She was nowhere to be found for 3 episodes, bro, and then came back and presented him with.
I want to know what happened to the teacher.
Oh
like,
yeah.
After he brought her back and now she can't die and now she's like a hybrid. What happened to her? I want to know what happened. I thought she was gonna be the one that presented it to him. I thought that's who it was at first. I was like, oh, never mind, that's Sasha.
And she can't die. Yo, I feel like she hoeing in the streets, bro.
She's just gonna be a fucking prostitute.
I feel like she a prostitute, bro. She's just out here at a brothel somewhere. I swear to God.
A hybrid brothel for the royalists. Telling them, you guys aren't shit. You just fucking like,
I might as well use this disgusting body.
You fucking dog demons.
I might as well use this disgusting body.
Yeah.
For this to please the
actually,
the royalists.
No, that's probably what she's doing. Now she's just sucking off all the royalists since she can't be one.
That's as close as she can get to them. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. They're not gonna fuck with her otherwise.
They're just fucking blowing them.
It's sad, bro. She deserved every bit of that shit, though.
Just gotta do what you gotta do to get up there, you know?
Yeah, well, that's all she can do now.
Yep. God bless her.
Let's do our second favorite anime, or not second. This might be favorite. Rent a Girlfriend, bro.
Oh yeah. I actually watched it this morning. I've been slow.
What's fresh on your mind then?
I've been slow to watch it because I read the manga, but I already knew what was gonna happen.
Okay. Well, I mean, it was obvious too. The way that last episode, I was like, okay, obviously that girl's a Rent a Girlfriend. Sukiya, Ruka-chan.
Ruka, yeah.
Ruka, yeah.
Q said he mad they didn't get a party at the mom's house. They might do that next episode for Misfit Demon. He mad they didn't get a party at the
because the bitch is alive again.
Yeah. They might party in the next one.
Well, I think if anything, Aldos would throw the party. Lay's not the type to throw a party.
True.
And his mom's probably not going to throw a party. I'll just be like, here are my Unitarian subordinates that are in love with me and want to and make fucking just nude books of him. Let's have a party.
They gonna have a fucking calendar of him. Like
they already do, I'm sure. The fuck? The way that whole library was just dedicated to his ass.
Yeah, bro. Crazy. But yeah, Ruka. Yeah,
that bitch is weird.
She's weird, bro.
So
but
basically,
okay, go ahead. Let me see.
So basically, the previous episode we were introduced to Ruka, and it's pretty obvious we were setting up that she was a rent-a-girlfriend, and she was calling out some main dude's name.
Oh, the main dude? Oh, fuck. I can't remember. Let me look it up.
So protagonist.
It's something simple.
Mizuhara's the girl.
Something simple too.
Or Chizure, depending which character she is. Bro. Fuck.
Blanking. And I just watched it.
Alright, but main dude, whatever. Main dude that's a little bitch and cries every episode and just faps because he can't get a girl. He gets called out for having a rent-a-girlfriend by another girl who's a rent-a-girlfriend. And then he ends up groping her on accident and then saving her. And then now she's like falling in love with him. Because she has this weird thing
Is
where
that
like...
his name? Sumi?
That don't sound right.
That don't sound right.
But I don't know. Whatever. Don't matter. Brain. So he saves her. So she has this thing where like her BPM, or not BPM, her heart rate can't get over... Kazuya, there we go. Yeah, like his heart rate won't rise. Like her heart rate. Sorry, her heart rate won't go very high. Like, and she just can't. She doesn't get a thrill out of anything. Like it was doing flashbacks, like her on a roller coaster, or her friends doing things, or meeting a guy, or doing stuff, and getting like thrill. Like their heart racing, and like her heart rate won't increase.
Yeah, it's a condition she got.
Yeah, and then when Kazuya, however you want to say it, Kazu ends up saving her and shit, and groping her, and then they go down the stairs. She notices her heart rate going up. She's like, oh, fuck. Mm-hmm. And then so when she's supposed to meet up with his friend, Kuri,
Kuri, whatever his name is.
Yeah. Oh, Kuri. Yeah.
The rat-looking dude.
The guy that rented her. Kazuya ends up meeting with her and then runs away, and then they go hide, and he's like, "Yo, what the fuck are you doing? You can't just beat each other like that." She's like,
"Yeah, she popped up at the campus, the college, at school, like,
because she's not in college. She's a rent girlfriend in fucking high school, and so yeah,
bro, she popped up, bro.
Like, Japanese culture is spooky with a lot of this high school shit, bro.
It is,
but I still be wearing the fuck out of anime, so I don't care. I know I'm not into that shit. They can do what the fuck they want.
Yeah, she popped up at the school when he was trying to meet up with his boy. And like she popped up at the same time he did.
Yeah, so he's like,
nope. Like, shit, what? Hold on. So they go like duck off in the classroom and like they trying to hide and shit.
under the teacher's table. I'm like, bro, it sounds like he getting sucked off. Oh, and then her fucking phone goes off.
Right. Because while they hiding, she pulls out like the heartbeat sensor on her phone.
And then grabs his hands to hug her so she can test it.
And then she puts her
like, yep, I love you or I like you. Whatever.
What was it, like 93
it was high,
beats per minute or some shit?
Just high, yeah.
And then the phone went off.
As Cootie was leaving the room.
As he was leaving.
It's like,
and we thought he left, but then he's standing there like, what the fuck y'all doing together? Oh, my boy, bro, it ain't what it looked like, bro. And she ain't sucking my dick or nothing. Hold on.
And she starts like, I'm your rent a girlfriend. I'm done. And he was so embarrassed.
Bro, niggas dipped. I ain't seen nobody dip out that quick in my life, bro.
That shit was funny.
But yeah.
And then the rest of the episode was just her proclaiming her love for him and saying, I should be your girlfriend.
She popped up at his crib.
Yeah, bro.
She popped up at his crib. What the fuck, bro? He was like, what you doing here? She's like,
because Cootie told him?
Exactly. He said, because I was walking by with Kuri one time and you told me you lived here. Why is my friend telling motherfuckers where I live, first of all?
Nah,
that pissed me off low key. I was like, what the fuck? And then she finds out that they neighbors, him and Mizuhara, because he's outside the apartment talking to her through the fucking intercom thing. Yeah. So now that shit's all blown off the fucking
And then when they go into his room, or his dorm,
in his apartment, whatever,
Ruka freaks out. Like, you guys are too comfortable with each other, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to tell the agency.
If you was really a rental girlfriend, you wouldn't be so comfortable walking in his apartment. Y'all done did this before. And he's like, oh, shit. Yeah, she has been here before. The first episode. But yeah, that shit was wild, bro.
Yeah, she is a stalker. Yeah, 100%.
Low key, yeah. And he tried to like leave to go talk to his friend, but she caught them or whatever. Because they was trying to talk and discuss.
Yeah, she just kept cock blocking him from telling his friend.
Yeah.
Like, he's trying to be a good friend. She's like, no, nigga. Mm-hmm. Let me love you. I don't care about how it's going to turn out.
That was the other thing too. She pretty much gave him a ultimatum / blackmailing him. Like, I won't tell anybody if you go out with me, basically.
Yeah.
So.
And she's like, it can just be a trial, which bullshit.
Yeah. So.
It's like, I just do a trial, girlfriend for a bit, and then she ends up just bawling in the middle of the street. She just like collapses and he cries for like 2 minutes straight. Yeah. And Kazuya is talking to Mizuhara about. Because at first they're like, don't do it. And now Mizuhara's like, okay, fuck it, do it or this bitch won't stop crying.
Yeah, because it seems like she really likes your ass. Like, on some real shit.
Yeah, she's a fucking creepy weird stalker child.
But yeah, that shit, yeah, it was crazy. Because Mizuhara was like, we might as well let her date you because we don't know what she's going to do. She's too fucking unstable, bro. Like,
unstable, unpredictable. It's like, might as well get to know what this bitch doing.
And you might be thinking, like, why don't they just like fucking and air it all out? But it's because Mizuhara's trying to keep it from her grandmother and shit that she has this job basically, and
like obviously I feel like this shit. There's gonna be some big explosion where everything does come out. Obviously,
at some point. I still haven't came across that in the manga, but I do feel like it's gonna happen at some point. But all the while this shit's going on, I feel like this is leading to them actually, of course, being together at some point. They got a hell of a story. Like, how did you guys meet? Oh, you know what? Like, yeah, it's gonna be crazy.
I rented her. But not for pleasure.
Not at all. It's because I was,
Because there is no pleasure. Yeah, they don't kiss or anything. They like all the pleasure they get is hand holding on the first date, which makes every guy in the anime come for whatever reason.
For a guy, bro, it's weird. Weird as shit.
Is this shit with like their nosebleeds and shit?
No, there actually hasn't been any nosebleeds.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, it's just you just see like it'll be really funny animation where like you just see the blood drop out of their face and they just turn really blue and shit.
Sanji gets that shit the worst on One Piece.
Oh yeah.
When he see a bad bitch, bro, he never died. Because he knows he bled out his nose so much he almost died. He almost
That's
fucking died.
Sanji's life, bro.
He loves the fucking ladies, bro.
That's fucking hilarious.
What up, Katie? She hopped in.
Katie out. All right. So is that pretty much it?
That was pretty much it. So next episode, he got a girlfriend. And one thing I did want to say about that episode was I did like how they explained her past in the credits.
Yeah.
They didn't use a whole.
Yeah, so that was dope. I like that. That's where you got the whole flashback.
Yeah,
I love that they did that.
Yeah, it was really dope. It was really interesting.
Because I was like,
I thought they was gonna do a whole episode.
Like, oh shit, that was dope.
I thought they was gonna do a whole episode.
Yeah, I'm glad they didn't waste our time like God of High School's been doing.
Bruh.
So we can jump into that.
That's a good segue. Good segue. Let's do that.
We getting better at this. We getting better.
Oh yeah, Katie, we matching shirts. We didn't plan that. It just happened today.
What they do, baby? Oh, wait,
why'd you just say it was totally planned? It was not planned.
Yeah, no, it was not.
As soon as I said it was.
Yeah, that's Leo talking on the fucking Animeperor shit.
As soon as I said it.
It was not planned.
Hell nah. But yeah, God of High School was actually dope this week. It was bittersweet. I'm gonna be honest. The beginning, probably like first quarter of the episode, I was like, I'm over it. I don't feel like watching this.
Yeah.
Because, bro, what pissed me off was Jen. He was like, yeah, I'm about to whoop this nigga's ass.
We still don't even know shit about his
like,
character. And he's the lead character.
I know. Pressure points.
Yeah,
I'm about to unlock all.
Think.
And then he couldn't move. He's like, I can't move. And the dude that taught him this shit was like, yeah, I taught him that. And then he couldn't move, bro. And the dude he didn't even fight him. He just started stomping on him, bro, and beat his ass. And I was like, really? You supposed to be the... All right.
It's annoying to me, too, that he's the lead character, and we still don't have any... I don't care about him at all. He's just a goofy retard that can breakdance and do a lot of kicks and shit.
Yeah, just fight. I don't want to see him fight. I don't want to see him talk. Just fight. That's it.
We got more backstory on the people that were fighting instead of them. And I'm like,
case in point, that was the next thing that pissed me off. I was like, why are we using any of this episode to talk about side characters?
The show's still so rushed.
We're not going to see them after this. Why do I give a fuck? Look, and then what was funny? This motherfucker was 38 years old, still in high school, my nigga.
Well, he's 38 years old and going back to high school.
But
and then the whole point of his character was don't ever give up. I'm like, bitch, what the fuck? Because then the girl on his team was like, she got runner up in this. Was it Kempo? Yeah. In Kempo, in this Kempo tournament, she's always getting second place. So everyone's like, oh, we already know who's gonna win. Yeah. She got second place again, and he. Bro,
it was so stupid. I don't give a
fuck about these characters.
It was so stupid
because they're gonna be done in this episode. We're not gonna see them again.
Pointless,
Why am I getting 10 to 15 minutes dedicated to 3 characters? I don't give a fuck about.
Pointless.
And one of them is a 38-year-old going back to high school,
which was dumb. I'm like, they don't got the GED program in Japan or Korea. I'm like, why he gotta go back to school, my nigga? Like, I would have just been online. What the fuck I look like going back to school? I'm 38.
It was dumb as
around all these high schoolers and shit.
Like, I'm gonna keep watching the show because when fights do happen, so pretty much the second half of the episode was dope as fuck.
The commissioners was banged.
It's just like, bro, like I'm really wanting to, like, I'm enjoying it when it's enjoyable, but they're doing a really bad job with pacing and with character development.
It's still moving way too fast, and they're still focusing on shit that shouldn't matter. It's stupid. And Q made a good point. Why are we not seeing Jin train with the old guy to actually teach him this shit? I'm like, I wouldn't mind seeing him train.
Wait, the guy from the 6 with the one arm?
Yeah, that was teaching him the pressure points and shit. Like, why are we not?
Well, he didn't like teach him that. He just did it to him to like heal him, pretty much.
But even still, I'm like, if they're gonna be getting stronger and shit, like, can we at least see them train or something? Like, it's like, and plus they're already on the second or third match of the fucking nationals already in one episode. Like,
because that dude, bro, because.
Fucking crazy.
You just made me remember one shit. Now I'm more upset, bro. Because we moved on to the next match, and the Shark Boy.
The Shark Dude. And I was talking to Q yesterday. He said that motherfucker summoned a street shark, nigga.
Bro, Street Sharks was my shit.
It was.
I miss Street Sharks.
Jawsome, nigga. Jawsome.
Yeah, bro. No, that shit was dope.
Nigga popped up.
But man,
yeah, I was like, bro.
It's going so fast.
Way too fast, man. But like, the highlight of that episode was the commissioner fight.
Easily.
Like, Knox came for them niggas, like,
yeah.
And we thought that dude was dead.
I was gonna say, would you rather Dragon Ball Z slow or God of High School fast?
Man, just
Dragon Ball Z.
Meet in the middle. Meet in the fucking middle. Because Dragon Ball Z.
I'll pick Dragon Ball Z because I at least care about characters.
Yeah.
I don't care about any of the fucking characters in this. Yeah. Like, at least if you're going, so even if you're dragging on, charging for 3 episodes, there's still other shit happening. I do care about the character. Now I'm also charging along with your ass. Right. I don't even got a chance to charge with you because you fight in 1 second, the next second you got another character and learning their backstory, and they're not even the main character of the fucking story.
Yo, just give me Hunter x Hunter pace. I'm good with that pace.
Okay, yeah.
If we move at that pace, it's cool. But yeah, man, like I said, the highlight was the commissioner fight. Like,
Because
dude with the fucking...
Yeah, because he was banging with 2 of them at once.
2 of them.
And then the...
Oh! You remember
the guy that came in at the end, bro?
Yeah.
He had a fucking dragon?
A dragon,
I was like,
bro.
nigga, what? And
Yeah.
it was like a small dragon. This dragon was the size of the whole fucking building.
Bruh.
I was like,
dope.
yo, that shit was dope.
Dope.
She was dope because we had the 2 guys from Knox. One of them had wings. What are the women?
The other chick, she had a gun. Bro, it reminded me of, you remember Trigun? I don't know if he had that's what it reminded me of. It was a fucking big cross gun.
She had like a big
and these little bears
like,
popped up out of the...
it was weird, but I loved it.
It was
it's
dope
anime,
as
you know,
fuck.
she got a gun that shoots bears and shit.
It was
I don't
dope.
know.
They were shooting laser beams and shit.
Yeah, it was fucking sick.
It was dope as shit. She thought and she kept cussing. You see they kept
they
bleeping it out?
I was like, I like this.
This shit was dope as fuck.
It was different.
Yeah. But
it was the only good part of the fucking show.
It really was. Yeah, dude, his is like Joker, but he's like death or some shit.
It reminds me of
Please tell me, because I was trying to think.
It reminds me of JoJo's Stand in JoJo, but it was when they're in the dream.
Yeah.
I forget how far in, but it's like you remember the baby that had the stand?
Yes.
So it was the baby who he could only get you when you're sleeping. And it was a Joker with a scythe, and he'd kill you in the dream.
That's what I was thinking.
It looked exactly like that. It was basically Jack in the Box with a scythe.
Okay.
It was a Jack in the Box. It was like a Reaper Jack in the Box with a scythe.
That's what it was. Because I kept thinking it was that...
Reaper in the Box.
What was that anime with the puppets and shit? And that dude...
I know what you're talking about.
The circus shit, yeah.
The Curry? Something Curry?
Something like that. I can't remember.
Curry.
I can't remember. It was something like that. But yeah,
we fell off on that, though. Because it
kind
just
of
wasn't
reminded me
doing
of
it for
that.
us.
But yeah, his... What do they call it?
Because he turned into a
it starts with a CH.
CH.
I'm gonna just call it a stand. Fuck it.
It's basically
it basically came out and it was a.
It's a stand, except it doesn't like physically. Well, for some of them it does fight for them. Some of them it turns into their weapon because at one point we had it come out and actually fight for him. Another point he took
grabbed
the
a scythe. Yeah. Girl took a tooth from that dragon.
Yeah.
And it turned into it. That was dope.
So it just becomes like.
Dude with the wings too. He was cold. The dude with the wings from Knox.
And then
he was dope. But I was hoping they murked him, bro. They got away.
What else?
I thought she killed So the one that popped up to help him with the blonde hair, was that is that a man or a woman? I thought it was a woman.
Wait, when?
When the commissioner fight.
Oh, you mean the gray hair? The one.
I thought it was blonde hair.
It's blonde hair?
I thought it was.
But the one that came to help him?
Yeah, I thought it was a woman.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a woman.
Okay,
cool. The one with the dragon.
Yeah, that one.
That's not blonde hair. She got like gray silver hair or some shit.
Maybe my color's off on my TV.
Oh.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, it's definitely like gray hair. Or maybe I'm retired. Who knows? Anyways, we both thought about the same person.
Yeah.
Leo,
I think that camera cut off, bro.
Yeah, I heard a click.
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
But yeah, so that episode was dope. The last part of it was dope. And then we got into like what was the second fight of the Nationals, like we said with the shark dude that came up.
Yeah,
and he was like banging bro. That dude thought he was about to go in, bro. With the what was he using? I forget, but it was like some elemental shit. And what the fuck was it? He pulled out like it was like
he got fucked up, and then he's like,
yeah.
And then he's like, oh no, and then sent the whole shark after his ass.
And it was eating me, bro.
And then
you see all this blood trickle down.
And then
that was
trying to hold
back.
Mira's
Jin,
like holding back, like Jin, don't you dare. And then he's like, well, what about Daewoo? Yeah. And Daewoo's in there just fucking banging
the fuck out of him.
But like, slow down, man. Why you go so fast?
That shit was crazy.
Like, let us enjoy it. You're not letting us enjoy the anime.
Not at all, bro. I was like, this is probably the cleanest animation we've gotten since maybe the first or second episode.
Yeah.
Because even the fight between Jin and Daewoo wasn't as fluid as that was.
Yeah. Yeah, that shit was dope.
But yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do in this next episode. I feel like they're gradually getting to a point where they can start pulling out their own stand or whatever the fuck they're gonna be doing. Because that's kind of what they were alluding
people with
to.
them and they don't have them.
Exactly. Because I thought it was weird how. Because the old dude, the 38-year-old high schooler,
he had that big ass hammer, and then the girl had the fucking Excalibur.
Yeah.
Which was useless. She could swung it. She swung it twice, but it wasn't even a swing. It was just like a drop, like a guillotine. It was just like boop, boop, and that's it. Because it's so fucking big. I was like, this.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah, thank you, Q. It was a conductor stick. So he was like, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la. And then it was like a fucking fire ring came up or some shit.
Okay, yeah.
And I was like, okay, yeah, he's lame. But he still got fucked
After
up.
all that
he got fucked up. But yeah, what's his name? They will beat the dude with the hammer by just punching the fucking hammer. We saw his last little form that he didn't really get to use.
The dragon, we saw that.
He used that before? Mm-hmm. I thought he didn't get into it.
No, he used it against Jin.
Oh, I'm tripping there. But yeah, he destroyed that weapon.
Because before he was in the air when he did it and like shot down. This time he was on the ground when he did it to break the hammer.
Okay.
Gotcha. And then
the old girl didn't do nothing but like run on top of Excalibur and then booted the bitch in the face.
Because her sword broke.
Yeah.
And then she just did a hoobada boobada bop.
Yep.
Slice moon style thing.
Yep. And then that was it.
Hoobada boobada bop. I like that.
So I'm curious to see what they're gonna do. Oh, and then they showed the leader of the God of High School tournament or whatever, dude with the cross-shaped scar on his face. And the old chick came up and showed Jin's grandfather arm, like a picture of the arm.
Oh, yeah.
She's like, yeah, Nox is on the move. We think this is old boy's arm. I was like, why they just got a picture of his arm, bro? It was weird. So I'm wondering what his grandfather has to do with everything. That's the only thing.
Yeah, well, we don't know shit still. It's so annoying.
I want to see that fight. His grandpa, shit.
It looks like he bangs.
For real. So, yeah, it's a lot of questions. They moving way too fast. It has good points.
All right, we had almost an hour, and we still got.
Are we?
4 topics.
Well, shit. Let's move quick. What we got next?
I'll let you pick. Fire Force, Food Wars, Decadence. Never mind. 3 topics. Just kidding. 3.
Oh, well, let's do Fire Force next.
Okay, what the?
Because Fire Force is actually pretty interesting next week.
Oh yeah.
That was actually pretty interesting.
Yeah. Because we got more backstory on characters and shit, and how those animals started talking.
Yeah. So last week was the first time they saw that second Amaterasu or whatnot, and the animals are so adamant about saving the forest because it's an oasis for them or whatever the fuck. But at some point, they were regular animals, and then this bitch shows up.
She looks like dark and shit, but then they said they didn't feel any malice from her. And she had a black eye and a lavender eye, and she was wearing this like black flamed robe. Yeah, pretty much.
And she's
she tied around his neck, around the mole's neck.
Scope, she ripped it off.
Has it and like tied around his neck. Yeah, it's his scarf.
Yeah, and she's basically the reason that they can talk and actually live as long as they do. Like he said, as soon as she did it, they felt their life force be extended.
Yeah.
So
and she taught
them how to talk.
Yeah,
the crow and the mole. His name was what? Scope.
Scope is the mole. I don't remember
the mole. I can't remember the crow.
The bird is Murkrow. He's a Pokemon, bro.
Yeah, basically.
He's a Murkrow. Or Honchkrow, whatever one you want to pick.
Exactly.
Just call him Murkrow.
So yeah, we got background in that, but I think the most interesting thing about that was all of the Infernos that can talk.
Yeah, because I think there must be an Amaterasu thing, but they said that they've been around there.
They've been wandering,
since the Cataclysm. They've been around that one, or just they've been wandering. They've just been trying to die. The demons been trying to die.
Exactly, and that's what I felt like last week when we mentioned it, and they had the whole thing. They were wandering around like Titans.
Yeah,
and I was like, I felt like it was something more to it. I felt like that's what I was looking for. Like they actually have consciousness. Like they know what they are and shit, and they're wandering around. And then that demon that's there too is the leader.
Do you think that they developed a conscience after being an Inferno for so long, or because those guys are around the Amaterasu, which gave everything life around it, that it helped them develop a conscience? Because then you're like,
I feel like it might be the latter of what you just said.
Yeah, that's what I think too. Because I don't know if the ones that were wandering out and about have a conscience, and they are more zombie-like. Because when we run into them, they are very zombie-like out in the cities when they transform. Not all, but not all of them. But then since they're on the Oasis, where there is that where there is an Adola burst,
right?
That has influenced them, so that they have developed a conscience, and then also there's that demon Inferno there too.
I'm wondering. I wonder if her presence, though, whoever they were talking about, is what influenced all of that. Because they say when she came there, wasn't that Amaterasu already there? And she was just trying to. Because they were saying she was trying to activate it or some shit. But that one thing I did want to say too was that I feel like, of course, the mole, Scope, and the crow, I feel like they are definitely being misled because they believe this is something that's not evil or whatever.
Well, because we have the one in the city that is used to power everything, and that's not evil though.
But the thing is too, the dude from I forget what Firehouse, but they're trying to get the code to use it to bring the Cataclysm again.
Because the key could make it, So I think it's one of those things where it's like, if it's used for good, it's good. If it's used for bad, it's bad.
You know what kind of vibes I'm getting? I'm getting vibes from like BNA, pro-mayor, like how we thought things, or how they make the public think one thing, but it's really like a whole nother fucking conspiracy.
I feel like other than the 8th division, like all the other divisions are fucking corrupt in some way.
Mm-hmm. True.
Until they meet Shinra and Shinra convinces them otherwise again.
Right.
Like with the woman that like has all the dudes that she's always fucking stepping on.
He had a link with her too. That part where he, she was like, but of course he heard that voice first, like protect the forest or some shit.
The robed woman, that's all it said. Protect the forest, and then it said something about the Amaterasu. We didn't learn shit about the codes, the number C. Oh no, we did at the end of the episode.
Arthur got a fucking mind.
Yeah, it's just
Arthur was like
pie across the whole thing.
They was like, huh? Because Arthur usually stupid as fuck.
I'm wondering, is the whole thing just a pie sequence, or is it?
I think he was
reading it like
it was Morse code or some shit.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's like how many? I ain't never rounded probably up to like no decimals. Goddamn.
I know it's 3.14, and I don't know shit after that.
So apparently it goes on and on and on, and it's going all the way around this fucking Amaterasu building. The tablets they got and shit. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm curious to see what's gonna pop off with that anyway.
Because the whole reason why the Infernals are there is for the demon one. Sorry.
He wants to die.
He wants to die, and the only way he can die is having an explosion big enough, like the one that caused the Cataclysm, to kill him. Because the fire soldiers that are there don't have enough firepower, at least as far as we know, until the next episode, of course. I'm sure they'll do something. Or not, maybe.
That's one thing, too, I was thinking when I was watching it. I was like, why doesn't he just let them kill him then? Why does he have to cause a fucking explosion? I'm like, they're literally there.
Even they know they don't have enough firepower, though. They're all saying, like, we don't have enough firepower to kill a demon infernal.
Shit, I would have tried
to. They had to have help from all the other fucking squads to kill that one. And that involved a big-ass fire tower that they ended up freezing after they got him in there. Like, it was a whole lot.
I would have tried to make a deal. Like, bro, let's not blow up everything. Just let us try to kill you.
Yeah, facts, true.
Or let's let us go back and get our bros and come back and whoop your ass.
Do another Skyfall curb stomp.
Exactly.
Now you can go faster. You couldn't go this fast before. Now you can go really fucking do your little think.
Yeah, let me just go up to the stratosphere. Probably like the second layer of the stratosphere, and then just come down on your head.
Well, and then get burped, get buffed at the burp.
Yeah,
whistle guy.
I forget his name, but bro, I was mad when he blew that whistle, bro. When they were trying to be quiet inside, he just blew the fucking whistle. They was like, "Nigga."
He's like, "Oh yeah, force a habit." I was like, "Bro."
But yeah, it was a good episode. Like a lot of shit's about to be uncovered.
Yeah,
and I'm curious how they gonna bang with this dude. With the demon, because
he is OP.
He's OP as fuck.
He twirly things, fire and shit.
Shinra wasn't doing shit with him at all.
Oh yeah, he blocked his full thing with just his forearms. Like, nah, nigga, boom.
He's like, "What are you doing?" He literally said that. "What are you doing?"
Not a goddamn thing.
Fuck on. But yeah, Fire Force was dope this week.
Yep. So let's go to Food Wars now. Man. What happened, Food Wars?
That shit was. I watched it this morning. That shit was weird as.
Oh right, yeah, right. So it's a team thing. It was a team battle, and it was Aldini who was missing his brother, and who's gonna step in? Obviously, it's gonna be Soma. So but first it's this guy that's very flamboyant, very very flamboyant, and he's got his squad of cross-dressing men who call him Mama. So it was a lot of them chanting Mama, and then yes, 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 yes. Oh,
bro, what killed me?
Just killed me,
bro. They had to cook the thing that comes before an appetizer. It's like a little small.
Yeah, a verrine, Verrine. I don't know how to say it.
Yeah, that. So the way they made this foamy substance was they had to shake her, and they were shaking it like a shake.
Yeah, they're like,
you see all these cross-dressing dudes.
Yes.
Like, what the fuck am I watching?
Yes. That was like 30 seconds.
So when the judges ate it, I was like, bro, the innuendos in that was so heavy. I was like, what the fuck?
Every time they eat it, the mom guy go, oh.
And then the foam. They showed the foam all over them when they were naked and shit. I was like, it looks like they just got cum shots all over their bodies, bro. I was like, what the fuck, man? What the fuck is going on? And the shit they was saying too, like the cream, like the foam, it just the layer sticks on your tongue so heavily.
Yeah,
I was like,
you feel the foam melt on your tongue, and I was like,
bro, okay, can we just?
But and then it's like, oh, it goes right down, and I don't feel filled at all. I was like.
That shit was wild, bro. But that shit had me.
It was funny.
It was
Tony
funny.
was uncomfortable.
It was
funny though.
It was funny, but I was like, what the fuck, bro?
It made Tony feel some type of way.
Nah, we're not even going. Don't do me, man. No.
Hey,
okay?
What was that noise you were making last time?
Oh, you're.
Anyway.
All right, Jason.
I did one for you. So now you have me doing one now too. Now. I'm not doing it again though.
Anyway.
But
the main thing in that episode was that Aldini's brother was kidnapped.
And then, who found them? Oh, it was the other guys that were in the top 10.
Yeah. I thought that was low-key stupid, but whatever. Like how you get taken by all these cross-dressing dudes. It was weird.
And then what else?
But they won. He had to team up with Yukihira, Aldini and Yukihira.
Yeah, it didn't even look like a challenge, honestly.
It didn't.
I was like, this was a stomp. Like, there was no doubt ever at any point for them. Mm-hmm. And then watching, there was never any doubt, like, oh, they're going to win.
Yeah, so they won.
It was a fun episode. But, I mean, there was not much else to talk about. It was just that, really.
I think the main thing was...
and then them
they finally saw...
Arena, the God Tongue. Like, and then the bookmaster was saying there's no place for the God Tongue in this tournament. Like that was all. That was pretty much the only thing that happened otherwise.
That's the first we've seen of her too. Like we never saw her. All we've seen before was like a silhouette of her, but this time we kind of saw her.
We saw like this much of her.
Yeah, so I feel like they're about to reveal.
We just saw like
who she
her
is.
nose and her fucking mouth.
Yeah,
and she has pink hair.
So they're gonna reveal who she is pretty soon. But yeah, what else was that?
Last but not least, because I finally caught up in Decadence.
Yeah.
So my issues with Decadence early on, I would have the same issue. I mean, I still so basically I got more backstory on why things are the way they are. So we knew before, like I was saying how people like emojis. It's really they're cyborgs, but they just look fucking stupid. Mm-hmm. They look like cardboard cutouts on the back of a cereal box.
Yeah,
like, that's why it looks retarded to me.
It looks really childish.
Basically, the reason why it's like humanity abandoned being humans and became cyborgs for survival purposes. Now there still are people that are humans that are on Earth, but that they're kind of in this game called Decadence, and the humans don't know it. The cyborgs do, and the cyborgs play this game Decadence just for what?
Same reasons we do.
Fame, currency, and to kill shit and blow shit up. Mm-hmm. And so, but the humans don't know that, and the humans are the tankers.
Yeah.
And that's where I was getting confused too until that got explained. A lot of this doesn't get explained till later. Yeah. So it's you learning it as you're going along. So I'm having to look back to realize, okay, because everything's dope when they're in the human world. When they're in Decadence, everything's dope. When they're not in Decadence, I'm like, okay, this is goofy shit.
Yeah, like they spent the whole episode where they was in a prison camp because they call them bugs. Like if they go against the story of the game of Decadence, they're a bug. So they put you in this prison, and they basically shoveling Godal shit.
They're mining poop.
Which is, the Godals are the monsters that they fight in Decadence. And it's just a camp full of their shit and feces. This motherfucker died, bro.
Yeah.
I laughed at that.
Oh, wow.
Like, he got crushed. He got crushed by shit.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
And then you just see it splash and hit people.
Right.
And then you see Kabu? Something with a K. What's the dude in there? Kabu.
Oh, the main dude?
Kabu? Kuba?
Who? The old guy?
Yeah, the old guy that's in there.
Yeah, his name's Kabu or something.
Kabu. Yeah. So Kabu, you see him dodging shit and just like splashing his face as he's mine. He's like, and then the shit where I died.
They're making doo-doo water. Yeah.
Bro, the shit that I thought was before the doo-doo water was when they first get in there, they just fucking anally probe them with the oxy.
Yeah. I forgot about that. They just
take a syringe and shove it in their ass. And
I forgot about that. I was like, whoa. Like right out the gate,
we get a fucking enema of their energy source, like straight up their butt, and I was like, yeah, what?
Right out the gate, bro, anally raped. I was like, what the fuck? We're getting butt pounded in prison for real.
Have that done frequently. That's their source of oxyon. It's not like good. It's like shitty oxyon. It goes up their butthole.
Oh shit, that was hilarious.
I was like, what the fuck?
We in butt pound in prison, right out the gate, bro. They not like spread your cheeks and lift your sack. No, nigga, like nah. That shit was hilarious.
And then to go on from what Q said, they dead ass drinking doo-doo water. Like it's their alcohol. Like one of the characters, Sarkozy or some shit like that. Sark something. Mm-hmm. He takes fermented Godal shit, and his Oxyone and mixes it up and makes an alcohol out of it. So they're drinking doodle water.
Shit.
Yeah, doodle shit to get drunk. And then he has a little fight with, what the fuck is his name?
The big dude? I forget his name.
With big pink purple cyborg dude.
Yeah.
Who's like the leader of the prison gang pretty much. He was how did he get down there? Was he someone that was breaking their limit?
I think so.
He was a limit breaker?
I feel like he was. I didn't watch that whole episode, but I feel like that's who that guy was from.
He was one of the guys that, because you're a bug if you choose to, if they find out that you broke your limit, and they found out, and he got sent to be corrected. Yeah. The correctional facility, and then then our lead guy Kabu, like they duel each other pretty much, and then they was like, yeah, we got a back channel to get so you can remote back into the game. Yeah. So he went back into the game as another person. He had to get a different avatar and shit. He goes and tracks down girl. I forget her name. Natsume?
Yeah, tracks her down.
Holy shit, I remember the name.
And tries to I mean, of course she doesn't recognize him.
Yeah, no one recognizes him.
She gets the same vibe from him though.
The only person in the game that knows who he is the game director pretty much, because he meets him at a spot where he's smoking a cig. He's like, "Oh, you're always here. Who the fuck are you?" And then they have the dialogue. He's like, "Oh shit, it's you." And he's like, "Don't fuck this up." And he's like, "I got you, bro."
Yeah, he's like, "You keep going, bro. Even I can't help you."
And then he kept saying he's gonna try to the game director kept saying he's gonna try to do something to help him.
So yeah, basically that episode ends with was it Kabu saying that he's gonna destroy the Godal factory.
Yeah, the correctional facility where they're working. His goal is to literally destroy that. Because you're seeing where they're actually growing the Godal underwater. Like you saw these guys in the little lab, and like this, there was a pipe, and out of the pipe was just this gooey, spiky substance, and then it would turn into a Godal.
Oh, that's what I wanted to talk about. What's the girl's name you just remembered? Natsume. Can I just say, if my friends ever come at me like her friend came at her, like,
bro, that's not a friend, bro. Faye,
I was that bitch.
I was like, yo, why you coming?
Nah, who are you talking, like, bro? That was like the third time that this bitch was like, "Oh, you always doing this. You always doing it."
Bro,
okay,
I would have swung on that hoe, bro.
I swear to God.
I was like, we ain't friends.
We are not friends. No. You should want to see your friends do better.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Like, I'm comfortable being little bitch.
Well, you stay there, bitch. You glow up or stay where the fuck you at, bro. That shit pissed me off, bro. Yeah. I was like, and then of course she came and helped later, but I was like, it should have never took that much convincing for you to help your fucking friend. That make no fucking sense, man.
Yeah, and because she ran around trying to get everybody. So there's this big ass hole in Decadence. Yeah. Decadence is also the living place. The place they live in that moves. It also has a big ass fist to punch shit instead of a cannon.
Yeah. So it was a fucking hole in the wall.
Yeah.
And the Godal are coming in, and basically she had the idea to patch the hole.
Patch it up with the house repair kits. Yeah. So she runs around talking to everybody, and everyone teams up, and then they all get a bunch of house repair kits. So now they're repairing the hole. Yep. That's pretty much the episode.
Yeah. But yeah, I had to snap off on that. That shit pissed me off.
Yeah,
I was like,
I hate that Faye bitch. Get her out of the show. Kill her. Get her killed.
Fucking bitch, bro.
Kill her.
Please let her get ate by a Godal. Like, I would like to see that.
Because then maybe Natsume will get even more dope. Because she's gotten pretty clean with it. But, you know, she could use a little more motivation.
Yep. So, yeah, she can serve her purpose and just die the fuck off. And then be motivation for somebody. Because she's neat. Okay, we're good.
Yeah, that pretty much sums up this episode of Animeperor.
Yes. Yeah.
I don't think. Very soft, like you were like up here.
I just had to get it out, bro. It was weighing on my heart, bro. It was weighing on my heart, bro. But I did want to say too. I started a new anime on Netflix. It was called Great Pretender, I believe. But it's basically about a con artist. And I'm only like 3 episodes in. I'm gonna probably finish it. It's pretty decent so far. The main thing I like about it is that it's set in LA, and like I can actually tell it's LA.
Oh really?
Yeah. So
how can you tell? You mean like just the layout of shit?
The layout, they had the airport, the fucking Hollywood,
that's dope.
All that shit. Okay. So yeah, it's pretty dope in that aspect. I don't know if I'm gonna be.
Yeah, because you said you weren't like hot on it, but it was something to watch.
Yeah, and I think maybe as it gets further into the series, it'll pick up. Okay. Because you know sometimes stuff starts off slow, but
very.
Yeah, but yeah, I think that if you guys are looking for something to watch, that might be something that y'all can check out this week. It's on Netflix. But yeah, other than that, I have nothing else. We can pick this up next week, like we usually do,
as we always.
Yeah, right. And hey man, look. I don't have a proper outro yet. Okay, I'm still working on it.
We said Thank you guys for tuning in to Animeperor. I'm Jason.
I'm Tony.
And we appreciate you guys tuning in. And of course, again, if you have any shows that you want us to check out or you don't like something that we said, fuck you. Because it's our goddamn opinion. But feel free to express yours and we can talk about it. But we're going to be right. Fuck Boruto. Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, so see y'all next week.
Yeah, see y'all next week. Thanks again.
Thanks for tuning in. Love y'all. Appreciate you.